Hey, this is Octavia, and I'm coming to you, bringing you a new video. It's some things that has been crossing my mind, and I'm sure that you all have been possibly been made aware of these same exact things, but I decided that I wanted to go ahead and throw a video out there to further gain some knowledge and some information about this, and to just give my point of view, my perspective of what I think of the situation. Don't forget to check out my other channel, Goddess Left Eye Tabby. You know what, before I get started, let me just say this. This is my channel. I created these YouTube channels just like I created the Gmail accounts on my own. No one, or there was no one else involved with the creation of the thought of the title, the name, the content. All of these things that are posted here, these are things that I originally thought of, except for other things that gave me inspiration, and I posted it and I let you know, hey, I got this from this channel. I make that aware. But I wanted to say here, I have not had any help. I have not requested for any help. I do not seek help. There are people who are trying to force themselves onto people's channels. There are masculines that feel like they should be a part of it, or that they should have it, something that they should own, or that they're lying and telling people that they work with you, or that they're your employer or something, and that has happened to me as well. And these are such false statements, is untruths, basically. Another thing that I wanted to say is that I do not follow Oshun or any of these other I don't know, what do you call these gods that people look up to or that they pray to, in addition to the Most High God, for any type of oracle messages or downloads or channelings, or just sitting in my chair even, so that I can provide you with the reading. I don't interact with things of that nature. I do not co-create with any other YouTube tarot readers or oracles or messengers, or whatever title or label they might have, masculine or feminine, male or female, karmic or divine, on YouTube. I do not work with anyone else. I am not in association with, in corporation with, working with, coexisting, codepending, or in cahoots with anyone that is in my neighborhood, in the places where I have lived or that I live currently, so that I can create this content. This is all coming from my own personal energy, my own personal thoughts, creativity. It's from my perspective, because it's my mindset. And I just want to put that out there. So no, there are no flying monkeys. There is no wizard. There is no bot, team effort group. There is no Three of Cups energy that I have allowed or decided to work with, so that I can bring you the content, the videos that I make and I post on the several YouTube channels that I have. This is all of my own. So let's see what I want to say here. How do I want to start this out? To the masculines that are stuck in YouTube, in their South Node energy, I understand that this is where you matrix cohabitate. However, this is not a channel where I have asked for your assistance, your help, your guidance, your knowledge, your awareness, anything like that. And to the same to the police and the investigators. I'm not interested in working with anyone, because you know why? When I get paid, all the money goes to me, right? So I think that I'm just going to make this video about how I created this channel, and other people are trying to forcefully finagle their way into helping me to create, either by trying to tap into my energy, trying to energy vampire or energy leech off of me or something like that. And you know, this is just not something that I'm interested in doing. So let's see what we get here. Tell me about these people that are trying to tell other people that I needed their help, or that I've asked for their assistance somehow to help me to create anything on my channel. Tell me what I can let other people know before they start their channel or they have their social media. People that are trying to force themselves into what I am creating, what I am building. You know, I have not done anything with anyone's help. None of this has come from anyone helping me. These people have been stealing content, you know, things of that nature. Let's get 2 or 3 more, please, Spirit. And you know, you have to use the word stealing content like loosely, because it's people out there that are in the matrix. Did I grabbed something? Okay. They're in the matrix. I get that. And so they feel like, well, hey, I'm just going to, you know, they feel like when we post on YouTube or our social media or whatever, it's just a walk down the street for them, even though they're in the matrix, right? They're like, oh, well, I'm going to head over here to this channel because they posted something to see what they're talking about. Oh, I'm going to turn the corner over here, and oh, I'm going to go in this house up here on this street, and I'm going to see what's this person over here, male or female, doing on their channel. And that's not right. You haven't asked me for any type of, you know, permission. And that's the reason why I have put out there, you know, that you cannot use my content without my written permission. And it's the reason why I said written is because it's going to get notarized or something like that. It's going to be taken to the courts to make sure that if I'm working with you and you're working with me and it has to do with my content, that I'm getting paid, how much I'm getting paid, when I'm getting paid. And the reason why I say that is, but first and foremost, to state that it's mine, that it is mine. It's my original content that I've put out there. Because there's some people out there that they feel like what's yours is theirs. Or they feel like, oh, well, you used to work with them or work with them. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. When you have a job, you don't work for nobody. You work for that company that signs your paycheck and deposits that money into your bank account. But those specific people on the job, unless the person that you're reporting to owns that company, you don't work for that person. You're working with that person. And this is the problem that I'm having. You know, these people out here who feel like, well, I was your manager and I was your boss and I get to continue being in your life. No, you don't. No, you don't. Especially if I don't work there anymore. And doubly, especially if you retired. If you retired, take your ass on somewhere. Here we got change. You know, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement, and that's what I'm trying to do here. Here's something that they don't want us to know: health. These people are having issues with their health, specifically STDs, STIs, sexually transmitted demons, and infections. You know, demon infections. You know, things of that. Let me take a deep breath because I'm fed up. All right, they want me to react. Here's my reaction. I'm fed up. So you playing around in my energy all day. You're constantly trying to use and misappropriate basically my content as yours somehow, so that you can develop it, you can create it, you can co-create with me, and I don't even know who you are. You haven't shown me your face. You haven't shaken my hand. You haven't approached me in any way. We're not working together. That's not how you work with someone. No. So they need to have patience. They need to accept that everything happens in divine order. Maybe they're trying to force something to happen because, like I said, I can feel them in my energy. I can. growth. I want to expand my consciousness and awareness. That's great. That's wonderful. You know, for the people that are on the up and up and that are positive, that are trying to be an inspiration and a motivation to me, for me, with me, I get it. You know, however, you can't just like force your way into, oh, I watched your video in my car, and so now I'm a lock it. No, you can't. You can't lock my content or my what you believe is stealing or taking or removing my view of something is mine. You don't get to just go and, oh, well, I'm going to put it in my car. And now I'm in the car. Oh, now I have made you my car. I have made you my dog. I have made you my pet. I have made you my girlfriend. I have made you my side piece. And all of these other labels that these people try to put onto you, it doesn't make any sense. Blame here. They got blame here. They're blaming somebody, probably me. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Look, well-being and health. So maybe they're blaming me for their health. These people that have vampirism. You know, I heard the other day somebody is a zombie. So somebody is a zombie. What's that got to do with me? I'm going to tell you one thing and one thing only. I've never been a zombie. So how can I make somebody a zombie? Even in the television shows and film roles that I have had, okay? I've never been a zombie. So how could I make you a zombie? How am I responsible for making someone a zombie? Now, I have played roles and characters in which I have been a vampire. Okay? Now, I'm just going to throw it out there. I've played roles and characters where I have been a witch, where I have been boss ass female attorney. You know what I mean? Successful entrepreneur of a corporation, not a business. What I'm doing right here is personal. It's home base. This is small compared to the role that I played in this movie and film where I was, you know, owner and running corporations, okay? Interacting with other corporations so that we can do things. I played heroes. I've played, you know, I get that people don't understand. Well, how is it that you've done that? Oh no, you're keeping secrets. Is that a part of the blame as well? Okay. Is that the change that they want? They want to know, well, what is it that you do, Octavia? Or Wesley Snipes says they want to know the secret sauce. Who wants to know it? The double zeros. How can I tell the double zeros something when double zeros hasn't told me anything? Why do they feel that I should share information and knowledge and awareness that I have gained from my years on the planet with them, while they just take and destroy and disrupt and annoy me while I'm trying to do the things that I do, most of the stuff that I've always done, mind my own business, stay in my own place, keep to myself, take care of me and mine. You know, that's what most of the things that I do throughout the day. I'm not in anybody's face trying to harass them, playing their energy, cyber stalking their content, their social medias, up in somebody's face trying to cause an argument or, get into some type of altercation. I don't do these things. Because I see those things, and I've always seen those things as wastes of energy. And even before I left the inner city of Chicago, I was aware of the fact that I was an energy being. Okay? And that I should keep my energy to myself. And you know why? Because there's some people out there who thrive and they feed off of the fact that some people lose it and they explode and they get full of anger and rage and they go off on somebody. It's people that's sitting in there, they're just soaking that up. You know, one of them used to be the president. They soak that up. Yeah, see, these people are worried and in denial. Hang on, I missed one. I missed friendship here. So is this a friend or is this an enemy? You know, because these cards that's coming out here, blame, their health is failing. They're blaming me for their health or blaming me for their well-being. I don't know how. And then on top of that, how are you blaming me for your health or your sickness or, you not being well, but you haven't said a word to me. You're just constantly trying to interject and misappropriate my content for either your well-being so that you can stack your pockets off of things that's mine. Okay. so that you can prosper somehow off of my divine energy, because yes, I am a divine being, and trying to belittle me, you're not being honest. I expect honesty. I deserve honesty. That's what I'm putting out, and I would like to have it in return. And I understand that you're in grief, and I understand that this has to do with grief, because you know why? He is so pissed off that I left him. It's like, put it like this. You know that movie Inside Out, and I talked about this in another one of my videos. You know the movie Inside Out, where each mood has a character or an avatar, however you want to label it. Each mood has a character or avatar, right? And so let's just say grief is a person. Let's say grief is a man, right? Or it's a masculine. And me and grief, we kind of had like a whole entire, relationship or something like that going on, right? Ask me how I got in the relationship, because I couldn't tell you. Ask me how this person, this man, approached me so that I could be in this relationship with him so that we could grieve together, right? He didn't ever say anything to me. So now from this point on, now that I recognize that I don't have to be in a state of grief for my whole entire life, right? Because that's what he wanted. He wanted me to grieve and be unhappy and sad and crying and tearful, depressed. He wanted me to, just lose myself and wallow in my PTSD when that disorder that I ran into because of different circumstances in my life overwhelmed me. He wanted me to just stay in that. And I've never been that type of person. I'm either going to learn how to handle it and deal with it, or I'm going to get over it and I'm going to move on. Like I said, I'm from the inner city of Chicago, and it's a toughness that you develop. It's within. It's mental. It becomes expressed in who you are, like your nurture personality traits, right? So I can understand that he's sad that I left him. I have nothing to do with him being ill. I have nothing to do with him being sick. Maybe he followed me. Maybe he stalked me. Maybe this is who is cyber stalking me. I wouldn't be surprised if he isn't one of the people, because honesty and then grief. So it's like I'm hearing this person is worried, right? Because in all honesty, this is grief. He wants to grieve with you, or he is grieving, or this is the person that I used to grieve with that I left, right? And he has regret, and I get it. I have regret as well. But this person has not spoken to me. And it's been, I'm trying to reference a year. It's 2024. 10 years maybe. I lost my grandmother. He didn't show up to help me grieve. I lost my mother. He didn't show up to help me grieve. I lost a younger cousin due to violence that had me, like I said, I was still handling my PTSD, right? At that specific time, my anxiety was on the lower perspective of the, what they call it, like the spectrum of the scales. That's the word I'm looking for, the scales for anxiety. It was on the lower end. So I didn't know how to get the grief out. I couldn't emote, basically, like my emotions were null because of PTSD. It's a disorder. You know what I mean? It's like, you never know. And so I went through periods of times where all I did was cry. I went through period of times where I couldn't feel anything. I couldn't feel happiness. I couldn't feel pleasure. I couldn't feel just being freaking content. I couldn't feel being worried. Scary movies didn't scare me anymore. It was no happiness. It was like flatline, right? But I was still alive. And that's why it's called a disorder, right? So it's not a cycle of a continued sadness, depressed, and it just goes, it's up, it's down, it's sideways, it's null, doesn't exist for a period of time. Then it comes back and it's at the extreme, way up high on the scale, the scales being this way, but you feel it and it feels like it's way up here. And then I get to the point where I'm choking, like I can't get my words out. My feelings, my emotions have become physical, and I can feel it in my body, right? That's the thing about PTSD as well. So when I say I suffered from PTSD, it's a true suffering, okay? The PTSD was brought on by losing a child, losing a dream job, being stalked, being harassed by bipolar, alcoholic co-workers that I've never done anything to. I've never had a foul word, with nothing. Nothing has happened or transpired between me and this person face to face, but she stalked me. She harassed me. She monitored my computer at work. She was watching me and then telling me what I wore when I got back to work after my weekends off. She would tell me what I wore, where I went, without me understanding or knowing how she knew this information. Then on top of that, if I had a meeting with someone, guess who was there? Or guess who was stalking me to the meeting, right? Yeah, this is the type of things that she would do. So this person, grief, this masculine that's stalking and worried and in regret, I know he's been in regret. I know that he's been sad. I know that he has been around. Without saying too much, let's just say we have a mutual friend. Very well known, famous, that brought it to my awareness that he was really drowning in grief. What do you do when you're already grieving and you compact and pile on more grief because now you're in regret, right? And look at the next card, being guilt. I didn't even see that, right? So on top of that, feeling guilty, relationships. You see how that came out uncovered? Because he was having other relationships, right? And then I was sitting around in my grief waiting, or when I was grieving and I needed his help, I needed his support, he was nowhere to be found. Because he was like, no, how dare you do this to me? So now I'm on some get back, revenge. This deck doesn't have a card that says that. But he was on some get back and revenge to me. Anything else that we need to know? Maybe from this deck, Spirit? He ran. Now he wants to change, possibly. Maybe he wants to change his health. Maybe that's what that is. He wants to get better. He possibly thinks that I can heal him. Because at one point I did have my channel and I said that I was a healer. And that was before, I went through a ton of stuff. We got I Like You and sunglasses here. Let me tell you something about sunglasses. I don't trust you because you put on those glasses so you didn't have to see things, and you caused me to go through horrendous, horrible situations because of how things were set up spiritually. Like I said, how did I get into this relationship with grief? It was a spiritual relationship that was brought on to me by the behaviors, the actions, and the choices of my parents. A spirit marriage that was it's like a soul tie that's forced onto the child, right? I didn't ask for that. I didn't do anything. I was just living my life. I can understand that he likes me. He already knows how I feel. Photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, and nostalgic. Okay. Is there anything else? Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, the silent treatment. So maybe he's at a point where not only can he not see, or he won't see, or he hasn't seen, but now he won't speak. And then not today. Not dealing with the hurt, avoiding the conversation called boundaries, and then it says still angry. I get it. I get it. I understand it. And at the bottom of the deck, we got narcissists, I get it. Like I said, I was forced into this relationship with this person. At the bottom of the previous deck, we got trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And then at the top of the deck, courage. So that's what he's striving to be, is courageous. Striving to be courage. So striving possibly to have the courage to speak to me, because the worry is possibly that he doesn't want me to reject him. He's possibly been running from me. You know, this card got all bent up. Let's see what this is. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I'm very disciplined. Is this person disciplined? With relationships here and discipline? Is this person disciplined? I don't know. I can tell you it's been many, many, many years since I've been interacting with this person, and I don't know if I am aware of, you know, how he handles life situations any longer, other than his grief and his imagination, using his imagination to create illusions and projecting his energy, his sadness, and his depressive state onto you, which exemplifies your already grieved state if you're suffering from depression, sadness, some type of mental disorder that brings you down, right? PTSD, postpartum, all of these things, you know, and I've gone through postpartum, I've gone through PTSD, I've had, you know, slight depression because of losing a child, you know, and I don't know what his boundaries are. I'm not making this video too long either. Maybe he's saving his money for something, or he thinks that he's holding on to something, to origin. He wants to hold on to something that he created, or maybe something that he believes that we had. Maybe he's trying to grow something. We have, this looks like he's growing a plant. He's growing something with growth, and we got calm here. Inner peace, meditation. Maybe he's trying to hold on to me through that, through a meditative state, but look, he's upset. He is pissed that I'm calm. He's trying to hold on to it. How are you trying to hold on to something or grow something again? Trying to hold on to something that he sees as valuable, whether that's me, whether that's a relationship, whether that's holding on to my content, or him telling me I need to save my money, which I'm sick of him saying. He doesn't have any right or authority to tell me that I need to have money to do anything in this world. He's not my parent. I don't know how many times I have to state that. This man is not my parent. He is an ex-lover. That's it. Yeah, he doesn't want to show his face. He's been wearing many masks. But yeah, he's angry. We've got protest and we got anger over there, you know, still angry. Okay, I get it. You know, but I shouldn't have to resort to my cards. Okay, so he's angry about the breakup, right? So that came out here. He's angry about, it fell on top of photographs. So he's angry about the past, looking at the photos and stuff. Is ticking him off because he wanted to have what he felt was eternal love with me. And so now he's stalking my channel and playing in my energy, you know, and collective might be going through the same thing. Yeah, because loss. But see, look at this person is sad. This person is depressed. This person is crying or tearful. This is what he does. This is his type of energy anyway. Maybe he's lonely now, even though he's working with a bunch of people. I get that, you know, because when you have something that's rare, that's of value, as you can see here, but he wants to change it, or should I say skew the perspective and say, oh, she needs to save her money, instead of him just saying the MF and truth is that what I am and what I bring to him and to the table with us being together is valuable. And he's grieving the loss of eternal love. Well, it's gonna make me pull out my love deck, because you know, people have different perspectives of what love is, and I'm just not going there. I'm not gonna go there. Because people are raised differently. People have different ideas and ideals of what shapes love. And these people don't have any idea of what love means to someone else. Oh, here we got savings again. Yeah, so this is just about money. Because this has come out twice. So he's upset about his money. You always need to put something off for a bad day, create savings for the future. How can I do that if he's not allowing me to work? If he's interfering and interrupting and interjecting and putting himself in between me when I apply for different jobs, or when I create accounts so that I can get knowledge and hearing, you know, getting the notifications of the new availability of jobs in any area that I, you know, put online or whatever. This masculine has been, he's been doing anything and everything to block me, to stop me, to prevent me from getting a job and moving on. How can I say? Moving up. Careers on the rise, new offers and opportunities, a salary increase. I'm going to tell you something. I need that. I need that, and maybe he's trying to do that for himself as well. And I always thought that this person had a lot of money. I didn't think that he resources here. Be grateful for what you have and have something for the save something for the future. So we got hands here, so making something with his hands again, or maybe he sees that that's what I'm doing, because you know I'm doing the video. For the most part, I just show my hands. But you know why? Let me be honest with you. If you haven't been following my channel, yeah, at one point I didn't have a home. Me and my children, we didn't have a home. And since before that time, since COVID basically, when I lost my job and I couldn't continue my business because I was doing Mary Kay, and I was pretty successful. You know, I was out there. I had clients and stuff. I just needed the sales to start, you know, adding up. Because you have to make so many purchases. It's like, at one point, are you making money? So anyway, without going into that, I don't have money to splurge on clothes and shoes and makeup and get my hair done and my nails done. I don't have money like that. I don't have those type of resources, right? I don't have money to save. I wish I could put money away, you know, even if you want to save for a rainy day. Guardian angel, this person, he thinks that he is some type of angel for me. Some higher power protects you from difficulties and misfortune. That's true. I do have that. But I just want to say it's not this person. But he knows that I do have that. Look, and this came out in reverse. Expression, he's unable to speak. Open up your heart and connect with others. He wants to. He wants to, but he's not doing that. Maybe he sees himself as a guardian angel for me. Yeah, with partnership here, maybe that. But he's not talking. He's not speaking. And that, you know, how can you work with someone that won't speak to you? Yeah, he's gambling and taking risks that have dangerous consequences. Don't risk too much. You know why? Because he keeps picking a ton of other people instead of me. Oh, I want to give you a gift though, Octavia. I don't want anything from you. And he's steady watching. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seeking you'll find. But that eye looks like it's watching to me. Like I said, this is cyber stalking that I've been experiencing. That's why I'm putting the video out here. Playing in my energies, playing in the dark realms, and I find things in my home that I know that I haven't done. This seems like some childish behavior. I'm gonna wrap it up with this last deck. Give me an energy card on this masculine, please. Give me an energy card on this masculine that wants to change his health. Can I please get a card on the energy of this masculine? Gossip. So people are gossiping, or maybe he's gossiping. People are chatting it up, saying that he's your lover, or gossiping about some lover that he does have. Yeah, he needs an exorcism. pretendGoddess. Yeah, so he's been playing around on my channel, like I said. Goddess Left Eye Tabby. That's the reason why I'm putting it. I have to put these videos out in so many places. With Bully at the bottom of the deck. He's been bullying me. He wants me. He's like, just have sex with somebody. What are you waiting for? Just have sex with somebody. Octavia, have sex with somebody. And that's where the gossip card comes in at, because it's him and a whole group of people. Look, see the clouds and all those faces? That's him and a group of people like, well, just F somebody already. Just give it up to someone. Why? Because he thinks that it's going to stop me from being divine. He thinks that it's going to affect my vision. Because he wants me to be a student and learn how to balance the scales of justice, which is probably some mess that he calls himself doing. Look at Thief at the top of the deck. Yeah, he's been trying to bully me to have sex with somebody while I'm on this journey without him, mind you. Wow. So that he can steal from me, as if he hasn't stolen from me already. By blocking me from getting a job, blocking my love life, blocking me from being able to network with other people. He's been doing these things in the spiritual realm, in the dark. He thinks that he has a right to do so because I left him. You saw the cards: angry, narcissist, regret, guilt. And you know, sometimes people might feel guilty, but what was the third card was blame, right? He blamed me. He doesn't feel the need to take any type of blame or accountability, and he should. Yeah, he wants me to go out to the water. Oh, just go get in the water. You know you're a mermaid. Go back in the water because you're a fish. You know, go and sleep. Go and just because I'm gonna build something with you, right? Just go on out to sea. I'm trying to tell you. This is what I want you to do. Go out to the water and get in the water. Yeah, you don't have that much time. You don't have that much time. Go get in the water. Go on a boat. Go traveling on a boat, and we're gonna build something, right? I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, I'm here to fix it. This is like his apology. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna look at you, and I'm just gonna adore you. I'll adore you on some Harry Styles stuff. Just let me adore you while he carries me around like I'm a fish with no legs and no arms, unable to do anything, as if he was the fisherman and he fished me out of the sea. Saying that he has a loyal heart to me, but he hasn't been in my life in tons of years in yin energy. You see that faded? Yeah, I'm so sick and tired of this half person, half people. I'm pretending to be your legs. You don't have legs. Let me be the bottom half of you. This is how I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna have sex with all of your lovers, and you're gonna be over here in the color, and I'll just do the sex part with your lovers in this faded black and white stuff, but you just keep looking forward. You just, even though I'm going backwards and doing stuff that's backwards and ass backwards, and I don't want you to see it or know about it, but he thinks I'm a fool and I don't know. With deep knowing here, I already effing know, and I deserve to have a new life, and it's my fate, and it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go and leave out of my life so that I can get this awareness. I don't need him around. I don't need him around. Let me just leave so I can have peace. And maybe you'll gain it as well. This person that's been claiming that he's an overthinker because I was wearing overalls. Yeah, because he keeps seeing me as a child. Yeah. And yang energy. So, you know, his confusion, he's trying to put his confusion off onto me. Is she a male or is she a female? Okay, well, let her be half male and half female. She'll just be transgender. I'm going to fix it. Why? Because he doesn't feel like I should be able to do anything? Or is it that he doesn't feel like I should move on from him? No, I shouldn't be able to get a new lover. No, forget that. I'm just going to stay with her, interfere with all of the things that she's doing or trying to do or has done. And yeah, I'll just let her be this half person. You saw that animal on there was half in the light and half in the dark. So that meant the face was colorful, the ass cheeks are not. Okay, so was he doing some type of black and white faded love lost? I don't have time for it. I don't. It's just some things you got to do on your own, sir. You know. And I say that with the utmost respect. I'm not being sarcastic. At this point, I'd rather do things on my own, and that's the reason why I started out this video the way that I did. Because I never asked you for help. I never asked your false family or these false people that you keep interacting with and picking over me. You're making me, or you have made me live through your poor choices and your bad habits and all of the risks that you took, and I don't deserve that. And it's time for you to move on. The relationship is over. I don't care where we found love. The love is gone. After the love is gone, right? After the love is gone. I'm going to shuffle the deck and see what shows up. You have so many opportunities. Capricorn, maybe this is a Capricorn. Something happened in Capricorn season. Your goals are going to be crushed, sir. Your day-to-day reality of your mental state, you're going to really start to see that you are really fading away. That half and half between worlds is really you. And you're trying to project that onto me. And physically use the most business-like way, right? But you're not going to use my business to do so, okay? And that's the reason why these are, what are your karma cards? You won't be doing that. It's the way you have been doing it. It won't continue. And from here on out, I'm keeping my energy to myself. I call back my energy from anyone, everyone, places, things, entities, demons, people that I willingly gave my energy to. I call it back, cleansed, disconnected, and removed from all of those things that I mentioned, and then some. And I ask you to go on with your life, sir. If you're not coming back to speak to me so that I may see you, or so that we may have some type of appropriate interaction, I'm not interested. And guess what? I always have my peace.